Monsoon. I'm impressed. The brains are in the server room undergoing training. Knock yourself out. Go nuts.
I'm sorry, sir. Our business hours for the day have ended. We are looking forward to your next visit.
Well, Boris, that's Jack. What did you think? I read that only 1 in 50 soldiers can kill with zero hesitation. Guess I'm a 2%er, huh? I know what they went through, yeah. But I sure as hell didn't let it stop me.
No, I guess not.
Regular guys, they couldn't handle it. All the blood and body parts, the fear in dying eyes. Me, though, I like it. A lot. No hesitation, no regrets. Maybe it's in my blood. Maybe it's the Sears program. Probably both. The younger you learn a thing, the better you retain it, you know? I remember Liberia like it was yesterday. All the abuse, the threats at gunpoint. Next thing I know, I'm getting off on cutting guys to shreds.
Raiden.
But afterwards it was tough. Especially once I got to the US. I got counseling and education. But every time I talked with someone normal, I felt like all the killing I'd done was gonna crush me. And it didn't stop. Not in my dreams, anyway. I'd hear voices at night, calling out all my crimes, but I couldn't shut them out. The rest of my crew adapted to American life well enough, but I never could.
And it returns only now. I've always known you have a dark part in your mind. Perhaps I should not have hired you at all. Perhaps you should not be near Battlefield.
The hell with that. If I hadn't signed up, I wouldn't be here to help put an end to this. I gotta do what I can to stop that VR training. I'm not the only one suffering. I need to do this for my old friends. The boys back in Liberia who didn't survive. I survived all the killing, thrived on it, but the experience destroyed them.
Duh.
Sorry. I better get moving.
Raiden, do you know where the brains are located?
Not yet, but I'll figure it out. They must be somewhere in this building.
Raiden!
They must be so... What do you think about what Monsoon said earlier about memes? You think we're all doomed to follow some coded-in routine? That there's no free will?
Well, you're always going to have restraints based on what culture you're born into. The concept of memes was first proposed by Richard Dawkins in a book called The Selfish Gene. Dawkins, a biologist, stated that even if the actions of a living thing appear to be altruistic, each of its genes is still engaging in selfish behavior, purely as a matter of survival.
Yeah, I heard about that.
He went on to define memes as a different kind of self-replicating unit. They're the genes of a culture, from fashion to chord progressions in music, even political expression. And just like normal genes, they replicate. They grow, infecting more and more people.
You buy a shirt you like and put it on. Other people see you wearing it, then buy it for themselves.
Yeah, the genes of a culture makes it all sound pretty lofty. But the way Dawkins puts it, memes can also transmit worthless things, even the bad parts of a culture. Fashion's one thing, but value-related memes can put huge restraints on people's lives. For example, the idea that having lots of money is the ultimate goal, the thing we should all strive for.
Like in the US.
Any capitalist country, really. But anyway, you catch this money worship meme, then not only are you trying to get rich, you're also spreading that idea to other people. You have to. If that meme isn't the cultural norm, then what are you working for?
So you start spreading the word about how important it is to succeed, earn status.
Right. And the really contagious memes can be even worse. For example, revenge. A guy sees his countrymen killed by terrorism, so he becomes a terrorist and retaliates. It's an infinite loop.
I think it's the same thing with child soldiers. Kids' parents are killed by other kids, so they join the war next and start killing other people's parents. There's gotta be a way to break the cycle, though.
Dawkins wrote about that, too. How we can rebel against our genes and memes. Once you're aware of your own memes, you can train yourself to identify and replicate the good ones.
And kill the bad ones.
Right.
Well, that starts with me stopping this VR shit. The Sears program's one hell of a bad meme machine. Guess all the staff's already gotten out.
Probably. There's an evacuation notice for the entire neighborhood, in case you hadn't noticed. Can't exactly have civvies running about with cyborgs blowing the place up all around.
I'm not complaining. This way I won't have to hold back. Too bad the cyborgs didn't go with them. I'm not even here to fight them.
Yeah, but if you're expecting to find the guys behind all this, you're probably too late.
I know. I'm just here to get the brains back. Anyone who ran this operation, worked on it, stood by and let it happen, I'll deal with them later.
Smart plan. Wouldn't be much of a warrior if you started hacking up helpless non-cyborgs anyway. Those guys, we'll get them another way.
Such as?
Well, I mean, just getting the brains on our side could change a lot. World Marshal's got an iron grip on the government. Wall Street, too. Legal action's not gonna work. But you can bet the media's gonna descend on Denver like flies once you're done here. Once you've rescued those brains, they can start talking about VR training. If nothing else, it'll definitely change public opinion, and quickly. World Marshal's stock will plunge, giving them less influence in Washington. We could see a managerial change. And, you know, the guy running the project would probably be demoted. Reassigned, at least.
Demoted? For cutting up kids? That's punishment? It's gotta be Armstrong running all this. A guy who publicly has nothing to do with World Marshal.
Yeah.
Anyway, he'll have to wait. The way Monsoon was talking, Sam and Sundowner are in here somewhere. Taking them out's a start, at least.
Sounds like Monsoon was a victim of the Khmer Rouge.
Yeah, Pol Pot's regime. They killed nearly the entire intellectual class of Cambodia, all in an attempt to create a communist agrarian society.
Some reports claim they wiped out a third of the entire population. Just insane. Even without knowing exactly what happened to him there, you can start to see why he thinks the world is diseased.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what gave him his whole survival of the fittest worldview. Just one long series of traumatic events.
Well, directly or otherwise, people have to stop the cycle of violence somewhere. Stop the bad meme, I guess you could say. Of course, that's easy for me to say, having grown up in a nice, stable first world country.
Nah, I get it. Growing up in bad circumstances, it's no excuse for the crimes you commit.
Yeah. Man, their headquarters are massive. I wouldn't even know where to begin looking for the server room. Man, I wouldn't even...
Ryden, do you know where the brain units are?
Not exactly. Somewhere in this building. If we can find a server, I'll ask Doc to hack in and find out.
Understood. But perhaps I could be of assistance as well. I am a military UG in most respects. I share the same network protocols as other UGs. Should we locate the UG mission data input line, it could lead us to the main server.
Not a bad idea. But wait, if you could do that all along, why'd I have to hack into that tripod back in Mexico?
I apologize. The idea did not occur to me in that situation. However, it is likely the security there would have prevented outside UGs from accessing the network.
Can you tell me more about the learning program you mentioned before? Like, how'd you learn to speak?
Through an extensive battery of conversations with the researchers who doubled as my instructors. To acquire literacy, I was provided a steady stream of website text and ebooks. I understand it was largely similar to the process through which a human child learns language.
Huh. You're pretty well spoken for a 3-year-old.
For the first year, I was effectively an infant. rapid progress occurred only after I received text reading capability. With digital data, there is no need to read text one letter at a time. I am capable of processing plain text at a speed of 60 megabytes per minute.
And that's pretty fast?
Yes. It is not simply a matter of text search. Advanced cognitive reasoning is required to truly understand the intent behind the words.
What did you talk with your teachers about?
Miscellaneous matters, breakfast table greetings, the structure of elementary particles, the challenges resulting from rapid globalization, recent trends in popular music. However, as DARPA-funded military research, I was rarely treated as anything more than equipment.
Makes sense. You were made to be a weapon.
On the other hand, some of them treated me like a pet or as a child. Just as a parent passes on their memes to a child, so I was exposed to numerous influences. Memes I encountered on the web and through ebooks had their effects as well. As my mind grew, the weaker memes were sifted out, and the stronger ones endured. The resulting collection of memes is what you would call my intelligence.
Same as any of us, huh?
In a way, yes. However, I lack the instinctual skills your genes grant you. I am a slave to my memes. Thus, as my intelligence matured, I began to have doubts about my role as a weapon.
And that's what ended the project. What about the researchers that raised you?
Unknown. Most likely transferred to other projects.
Ever feel like you want to see them again?
Sometimes, yes. But one cannot remain a student forever. There comes a time one must become an individual. One must find their own place in this world. Raiden, do you know where the brain units are?
If we can...
I am assured...
Not a bad... But wait.
However...
You tracked down those brains yet, Doc?
Well, I'm afraid that would be quite difficult to do remotely. If you or Wolf can secure a priority connection on a terminal there, that would be another story.
How's it going with the brain units, Doc?
Oh, they could not be better. They're being kept at exactly 36 degrees Celsius with a steady, uninterrupted supply of oxygen and glucose. Synchronizing them with our equipment posed some difficulty, but everything's perfectly stable now.
That's good to hear. What kind of VR are they getting?
I've prepared very comfortable rooms for each and every one. It's not quite Schloss Neuschwanstein, but each one enjoys the equivalent of a 4-star hotel suite. Every room includes an attached pool and an extensive library of on-demand video programming. 3 meals are delivered daily, and while we're only able to do so much vis-a-vis taste sensation, it should satisfy the psychological need for food, at least.
Doesn't sound too bad. I wouldn't mind a little VR training like that for a change.
Oh, be my guest. I'd like to experience it for myself, you know, but for now it is available to cyborgs only. Exciting work is being done in the realm of invasive brain-machine interfaces, but there simply isn't much demand for it at the moment.
I guess not too many folks are willing to stick electrodes in their brains just for a taste of VR.
Perhaps, but the sense of reality is considerably improved over nanomachine-based non-invasive methods. If prices were kept low enough, I imagine the video game industry at least would clamor for it.
Who coded the virtual hotel?
An assistant. He used to write VR programs for UGs, but now specializes in cyborg software. A bit of a niche right now, yes, but when brain-machine interfaces take off, it will be a big business. The children's accommodation is a reworked version of the original beta software he built. The room's 3D models are all made using free libraries. It couldn't have been easier.
I wish everyone loved their work as much as you do, Doc. They don't go stir-crazy, though? Cooped up in their rooms?
There's little I can do about that. Creating an open world would take orders of magnitude more resources.
What about communication?
Another weak spot, yes. The NPCs available to us are all for military training purposes. It will be some time until we see VR characters capable of convincingly human interaction. Sadly, we're also not yet able to connect multiple brains to a single VR space. My assistants are operating virtual agents to give them a bare minimum of mental care. But our team is limited in size, and none of us are medical professionals, you know.
They can't stay in there forever. So, Doc, what are we gonna do with those brains?
Well, I appreciate the bountiful data we've gleaned from them so far, but they're certainly draining a great deal of my lab's resources. If not for the costs, we'd gladly host them well into the future.
Don't think I can cover that. I'm unemployed now, remember? Besides, it wouldn't be healthy for the kids.
It's certainly more healthy than a hard-scrabble life in a disease-ridden alley.
Well, if you put it like that, yeah. But they can't even engage in real human interaction. They're facing an entire life spent in a virtual room. It's not right.
Well, we could expand their VR quarters and add more human communication. Would that work?
You're missing the point, Doc.
Ah, I spoke in jest. In fact, we've already begun researching a prototype child body. But you must realize our lab cannot provide these bodies free of charge.
Yeah.
And once in physical bodies, the question then becomes how they will live after that.
All right, let's pick this up later. I gotta worry about the brains at World Marshal for now.
Yes. Worry about getting that data first.
You tracked down those brains yet?
Well, if you...
Courtney,
Yeah?
You caught all that. Guess I was Jack the Ripper all along. All that talk about justice, and here I am. Just another killer.
Raiden.
Listen, I want you off this mission. You don't have to go through this. Kev or Doc can handle saving for me.
Raiden, I don't want...
It's my responsibility to stop them before they make another Jack. It's my duty, no one else's. That's the way it is. Live by the battlefield, die by the battlefield.
Raiden, listen.
Courtney, this isn't the place for you. Keep working with me, and you're gonna wind up someplace dark.
I'm fine with that.
What?
They're kidnapping kids. They're ripping their bodies, tearing up their souls to make soldiers. I feel like they have to pay for this. If I just quit here, how would I live with myself?
Courtney.
I mean, maybe I'd be happier going back to school, getting my MBA, making 6 figures. But now I know. I've seen the truth. And I can't just forget it. Maybe I can't do what you can, but come on. At least I can handle your data. So do you want to save or not? No? If you change your mind...
You're sure?
Positive. Look, you know you aren't Jack the Ripper. I mean, sure, you don't exactly hate every minute of your job out there, but the Raiden I'm talking to right now, he's the same one I've always known. The one who'd put his life on the line to protect the innocent, not just some maniac with a knife.
Who knows? Maybe I'm just out for revenge against everyone who made me this way.
It's more than that, Raiden. That much I know.
In any case, I'm going to stop this VR training.
All right. Good luck, Raiden. Crazy to think right under everyone's noses. All right, Raiden. Crazy to think they've been conducting VR train right under... Okay, save complete. Don't let your go...
If you do not comply, I will need to contact local law enforcement.
Watch out! Keep on coming! Raiden, Sundowner contacted you from the top floor. Time to make your way up there. The elevators appear to be disabled, which we should have expected, I suppose.
I will access the control unit. Perhaps you can hack an elevator and make it operational.
Ooh, splendid idea. By all means, yes. It seems the guards are storming the building. Raiden, get back to the entrance. Buy me some time to get this elevator operational.
You can control that UGT as well, yes? Give them hell! From the elevators, Raiden. Use the weapons around you to slow them down. Throw everything at them you can.
Wunderbar! My hack was a success! Board the elevator rein. Just get in the elevator. security purposes, the building is divided into upper and lower halves. The lower area consists of offices and meeting space for staff and visitors, while confidential military projects and technical research are restricted to the upper levels.
So that's where the brains in the server room will be, up top.
Indeed. But that elevator can only access the lower floors. You need to get to the 20th floor and past the security gate there to reach the upper area.
Let me guess. Time to find another left hand?
Well, that is the problem. Security cyborgs would not have sufficient clearance. But managers and senior staff have already been evacuated, no doubt.
So...
The only option is to cut the power to the security gate, which will not be easy. It is powered by no less than 3 systems, including a backup power supply. You will need to destroy all of the electrical control panels to disable them. In any case, you should arrive at the 20th floor soon.
You must find the power panels, Raiden.
Yeah, any advice?
Other than combat advice, I have very little. You must find the...
Yeah,
That's a pretty weird hilt Sam had on his blade.
It had some kind of explosive charge built in. Helped him unsheath quicker. A cheap trick if you ask me.
Maybe it was, but he did cut your arm off. Besides, if you get down to it, just being a cyborg's not exactly fighting fair, is it?
Maybe not. But I'm not saying any and all science isn't fair.
It's weird how the blade pointed downward, too. I thought samurai swords always pointed up.
It could be to help him unsheath it faster. Maybe it's part of the original Uradachi style, or something Rodriguez invented over in Brazil.
An underhanded blade for an underhanded fighting style, huh? I like it.
Guess all the staff's already gotten out.
Probably. There's an evacuation notice for the entire neighborhood, in case you hadn't noticed. Can't exactly have civic...
I'm not complaining. Too bad.
Yeah.
I know. Anyway, I'll...
Smart. Those guys?
Such as...
Well, I mean... Just world, but you can bet the media's gonna... Once you've world and...
Demote... It's got a guy... Anyway, the way I'm taking... Wolf, what's your...
My apologies. I appear to be lagging behind once again.
It's fine. We couldn't have hacked that elevator without you.
Indeed. Your gratitude is appreciated. I am headed your way now. There is no need to wait for me. Continue with your mission.
Got it. Can you tell me more about the learning program? Like how'd you...
Through to acquire for the with...
And that...
Yes.
What did you...
Missile, however,
Makes...
on the justice memes as my...
Same...
You know what does?
And that... Ever feel...
There come...
Where are these electrical panels?
I believe they are hidden in the... Use your enhanced AR to search for any unusual...
Where are these
I believe... Use your...
Ever eaten
What? That's a little random.
Apparently that's where Monsoon's from, originally. Just trying to cover all the bases.
Not sure how this could be important, but... Well, the 2 Cambodian dishes I know best are amok and something called pong ti con. Amok is fish covered in coconut milk and other flavorings and wrapped in banana leaves. I had it once. It's really exotic, both in looks and taste. Definitely recommended, if you like fish.
And the other?
Pong ti con? It's also known as balut in some countries. It's pretty popular in Vietnam and the Philippines, too. Well, you know how I try to keep an open mind about other countries' cuisine. But balut is definitely a love-hate thing.
So, what is it?
Well, it's basically a boiled duck's egg. But the embryo's fertilized, so there's this duck-like thing inside. I've tried a lot of odd foods in my time, but that's where I drew the line.
Don't be so picky, Courtney. Maybe it tastes better than it looks.
Okay. How about you try it first, then?
Sure. Once I'm done here, we'll all have to go out for it together.
Deal. You better make it back and keep that promise, right? I'll watch...
Wimp. I am looking forward to ending this, though. Wouldn't mind getting my old jaw back. Would be a little hard to eat normal food without it, you know.
You could always use a straw. What's up? Okay, don't let your...
The electrical panels are most likely hidden in the walls. Use your enhanced AR to search for any unusual heat sources inside the walls there. Ah, the security gate. It is composed of steel alloy bonded by a high-frequency electrical current. It should unlock once the power has been cut. There should be an electrical panel. Stop! They found you! No choice now! The electrical panels are most likely hidden in the walls. Use your enhanced AR to search for any unusual heat sources inside the walls there. There should be an electrical panel nearby. Use your enhanced AR to locate it. Good. One down, 2 to go. Keep at it, Raiden. Enemy sighted! Stop! They bomb you! No choice now! Supposed to be stronger than this! The electrical panels are most likely hidden in the walls. Use your enhanced AR to search for any unusual heat sources inside the wall sphere. That's my boy. There should be an electrical panel nearby. Use your enhanced AR to locate it.
Get off!
There should be an electrical panel nearby. Use your enhanced AR to locate it. Good. One down, 2 to go. Keep at it, Raiden. Excellent. Just one more.
Enemy headed your way, Raiden.
security gate. It is composed of steel alloy bonded by a high-frequency electrical current. It should unlock once the power has been cut. There should be an electrical panel nearby. Use your enhanced AR to locate it. I found you! No choice now! Yes, that should take care of security. Now, head back to the gate. Raiden, shall I activate your pain inhibitors now?
No, keep them off. I need it this way.
Well, as you wish. I must say, I have turned more than a few men into cyborgs, but you... Well, your past is most,
What you getting at, Doc? Most of the time, you're working with First World ex-military. Grown men. Compared to the average Third World child soldier, I can't really complain. Most of them, they're the sort of guerrillas your typical patient gets paid to slaughter.
Perhaps, but,
This shouldn't be news to you, Doc.
yes, but,
Look, just help me take care of those brains after I bring them back. I do my business, you do yours.
yes. They're pouring in from everywhere. This is crazy.
Do not have to fight every enemy you encounter, right? Try and keep moving.
Nice of them to blow open the door for me, yeah? Idiots. Enemy sighted! All these sliders in the area. Perhaps they could be put to use. Keep climbing like that. It will be much easier for you. Good, Ryder. Yes! Right a ways up now, yeah? Almost there. I have just finished analyzing the latest security data. You should find an indoor garden up ahead.
A garden? Sounds fancy.
A Japanese garden, to be precise. It is an area set aside for VIPs. Apparently, one of World Marshal's directors is a rather serious Japanese culture enthusiast.
All right. So what's this got to do with me? Is there something I need from the garden?
Not at all. You need only pass through that area to arrive at a freight elevator. I found a route to the elevator controls through the unit we hijacked downstairs. I have located the server room as well. You can reach it via the freight elevator.
Great work, Doc.
Elementary, my dear Raiden. Now, head for the garden.
A Japanese garden? Ugh. It is so flashy and horrible.
Not a fan, Boris?
A Japanese garden? Ugh.
Guess all the staff's already gotten out.
Probably. There's an evacuation notice for the entire neighborhood, in case you hadn't noticed. Can't exactly have civvies running about with cyborgs blowing the place up all around.
I'm not complaining. This way I won't have to hold back. Too bad the cyborgs didn't go with them. I'm not even here to fight them.
Yeah, but if you're expecting to find the guys behind all this, you're probably too late.
I know. I'm just here to get the brains back. Anyone who ran this operation, worked on it, stood by and let it happen, I'll deal with them later.
Smart plan. Wouldn't be much of a warrior if you started hacking up helpless non-cyborgs anyway. Those guys, we'll get them another way.
Such as?
Well, I mean, just getting the brains on our side could change a lot. World Marshal's got an iron grip on the government. Wall Street, too. But you can bet the media, once you've world and...
Demote, it's got a guy. Anyway, the way I'm taking... Can you tell me more about the learning program you meant? Like how'd you...
True to acquire for the with the...
And that...
Yes.
What did you...
Missile, however...
Makes sense.
On the just means as my...
Same.
You know, dust...
And ever...
There come...
So, Doc, what are we gonna do with those birds?
Well, I appreciate the bountiful data. If not for the costs, we'd gladly host them well into the future.
Don't think I can cover that. Besides...
It's...
Well, if they're fake...
Well...
You're missing...
but...
Yeah.
And...
Well, I gotta...
Yes.
Okay, save. If you ask me, no Japanese garden's complete without cherry blossoms. I hear a lot of towns in Japan are full of cherry blossoms in the springtime. They have picnics under them, drink sake and stuff. Sounds like a lot of fun, right? Food culture is about a lot more than just what you eat, you know. Hey, how about we all go to Japan for cherry blossom season? You know, once you're done there.
Sounds good to me. Once I'm done.
it! Look! More classified data. I believe I have all I need for a little surprise. The main exit is sealed. I very much doubt you can get through there. The catwalk above you is connected to a corridor meant for transporting materials. You can take that to the elevator. All right. Follow the catwalk straight ahead to reach the elevator.
My apologies, Raiden. I seem to have fallen behind.
No worries. Actually, I should thank you.
What are you talking about?
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have gotten Jack back.
Then, that is your true nature.
More or less. Still interested?
I find no reason to alter my objectives. From the moment we met, you have acted on emotional urges. You speak of protecting those weaker than you. Such people number in the billions. It is impossible. You cannot save every human being in the world. You cannot save every street child. After extended observation, I have come to a conclusion. Your actions are rooted in affinity for those from similar circumstances as yours.
Huh. Guess so. Not much of a superhero after all, huh?
However, your emotional status is understandable. Perhaps I share this same affinity.
Well, if that's what you feel, then glad to have you along.
Roger.
You can reach the server room via the freight elevator just ahead. Look up, Raiden! Another freight platform! Look out! Incoming!
Get off!
Careful, Raiden. The elevator cannot take much more of this. Jump to that adjacent platform. Odd. The platform is losing speed. Scheiße! The tripods are interfering. Raiden, clear them out of the shaft. Do not let them block the elevator.
Get
much more of this. Jump to that adjacent platform. Odd. The platform is losing speed. Scheiße! The tripods are interfering. Guidance, clear them out of the shaft. Do not let them block the elevator. Jump, Raiden, to the other elevator. Raiden, hurry! What's wrong? Answer me! Raiden! Raiden! Careful, Raiden. The elevator cannot take much more of this. Jump to that adjacent platform. Odd. The platform is losing speed. Scheiße! The tripods are interfering. Guidance, clear them out of the shaft. Do not let them block the elevator. To the other elevator! Raiden, hurry! Raiden, what happened? You are supposed to be stronger than this. Careful, Raiden. The elevator cannot take much more of this. Jump to that adjacent platform. Odd. The platform is losing speed. Scheiße! The tripods are interfering. Raiden, clear them out of the shaft. Do not let them block the elevator. To the other elevator! Right? Hurry! What happened? What is going on? Raiden, answer me! Raiden! Careful, Raiden. The elevator cannot take much more of this. Jump to that adjacent platform. Odd. The platform is losing speed. Scheiße! The tripods are interfering. Raiden, clear them out of the shaft. Do not let them block the elevator. They are deploying security from the top floor to the freight elevators. Your path to the server room leads right through them.
The server room's ahead?
Yes, according to what I have here.
What should I expect to find? If they're VR training those brains, I'm guessing it won't look like your typical IT department.
Quite right. Most of it will likely be occupied by life support units. Feeding oxygen and nutrition to the brains they have stored, you know. They would also need a server to feed them the VR data, but in terms of structure, it's really more brain storage and maintenance than a server room. But no doubt it makes a convenient euphemism for what they are really doing there.
Yeah, like how CIA agents refer to where they work as the company.
Indeed. Something like that would never arouse the suspicions of rank-and-file staff who may hear it. And I'm sure those complicit in this operation feel better not calling it the VR training room. Even something so simple as a name can help one ignore the truth of what they are doing. Truly fascinating how the human brain works.
So this, whatever room, that's where Sundowner's waiting, right? If he wants a fight, I wish he'd just get on with it. He didn't seem the type to run and hide.
Well, he is in charge of security, but I suspect this is not about business. If I had to guess, I would say he is toying with you, testing you, perhaps.
Whatever he's doing, it won't change what's going to happen once I finally catch up with him.
You are almost at the server room, Raiden. Good luck.
It's gotta be close to the server room now.
I have reached the Japanese. Please continue.
So, Doc, what are we gonna...
Well, I appreciate the if not for...
It's... Well, if you're
well,
you're missing...
but...
Yeah.
And...
Well, I gotta...
Yes.
What's up? Okay, say don't let your guard.
What? Miss Trawl? She's...
No. A spare body, if I had to guess. Likely controlled by an AI.
And experiment soon? Well, if it's AI controlled, it should pose no problem for you, yes?
Don't disrupt the students while class is in session. I believe you're familiar with the lesson plan. The same regimen you went through in Liberia. Effective program. Just look how you turned out. Of course, running it in the real world just got a bit too complicated. Doing it virtually, though, no fuss, no muss. Straight to the brain. It's like a dream. Well, maybe dream is the wrong word. They do kill some POWs, some civilians. They enjoy it, though. We give their pleasure centers a nice big jolt every time. Plus, they get a shiny new body as a graduation present. Another thing you have in common.
I chose this. They're kids, you son of a bitch.
And kids are cruel. All people are by nature. They just lose touch with it as they get older. Start thinking they know right and wrong. That's immoral. War crime this, code of conduct that. Kids, you can mold, manipulate it to performing all kinds of atrocities. And there's nothing like a good atrocity to keep a war going.
That's why I'm shutting you down.
You just don't see the bigger picture, do you? Say you bring this whole place down. Waltz out of the rubble with all these precious brains. Nothing changes. All the guys in charge are long gone. We've got offices around the world. We're just suppliers. We don't create the market for war.
Then who does? The Patriots are gone.
Those guys just manage the war economy. They didn't invent it. Did you think every battle in history was all part of some big old conspiracy? Bullshit! War is just part of who we are. Why fight it? Anyway, none of this will matter in 3 hours. Demand for PMCs is about to skyrocket. Like the good old days after 9/11.
What are you talking about?
Not here. Follow me.
Raiden, get Sundowner. Do not lose him this time.
this, Jack. We can play up here without damaging the merchandise. What happens in 3 hours? Don't matter. You're too late. Even at Mach 2, you wouldn't make it. And killing you is gonna take some time. Slow and painful. Like I said, kids are cool, Jack. And I'm very in touch with my inner child. You can be cooler than that, Jack. Fucking invincible!
Water bomber, right. Keep your blade away from the chin.
Cannot be! Right, what happened? You're supposed to be stronger than this!
You can be crueler than that, Jack.
blade away from that shield. Your body should analyze it for you. Show you where to attack so it does not detonate. If you can only hit the right spot with your blade, maybe you can drop his guard.
You can be crueler than that, Jack.
I'm fucking invincible! time's over, Jack. Time to die.
Attaboy, Jack.
What happens in 3 hours?
He'll launch Operation Tecumseh.
Who? Armstrong?
I've already said too much. I have a call to make.
Got yourself shaving?
Asshole. He's good. Real good. You knew this would happen, didn't you? Well, you'll get your wish. Up to you now. Sam.
Raiden here. I've taken Marshall HQ.
Yeah. I have just entered Denver airspace. I will be there soon.
Hurry.
Raiden, what Sundowner said.
I know. Anything that'll rival 9/11 cannot be good.
And in 3 hours, maybe less. He said even Mach 2 could not get there in time.
If he was serious, that's over 4,000 miles away.
4,500. So whatever it is, it's not happening on American soil.
If it's gonna spike demand for PMCs, it's gotta be a political hotspot. A coup or civil war in a stable region wouldn't have a domino effect.
And they'd want to draw in a superpower. No.
What?
The president. He's on his way to Pakistan. If something happens to him there...
Oh, shit. The War on Terror Part 2.
Contact the military.
Official channels are frozen since Mexico. Unofficial channels would take too long.
Besides, what's our proof? Who's gonna believe us over World Martian?
Then we have to get there first.
Невозможно. Impossible. It is the other side of the planet. Even if we were in the world's fastest jet right now, it's not even close.
Hold up. It's not a jet we need.
Courtney?
An RLV would make it with time to spare.
That's...
Mach 23 if we're talking 1 atmosphere. 17,650 miles per hour.
That would make Pakistan in under half an hour.
Right. Contact Solus.
all set to go, sir.
Excellent. Commencing takeoff in semi-auto mode. You know, this kind of space launch once required days of preparation.
Solus has been conducting test flights almost every day for the last 6 months. As long as we're not breaking atmosphere, they said they can reroute today's flight no problem.
Amazing. The Earth is the cradle of humanity, but mankind cannot stay in the cradle forever.
I'm only going as far as the thermosphere. This thing can't pass the Kármán line. That lunar vacation will just have to wait.
And here I was hoping you might bring me back a monolith. Scheiße! 2 bogies closing fast!
Is it?
Who else? The flight pattern suggests unmanned MQ-320s.
Shit.
This is a transport chopper. Our defensive options are limited. Missiles incoming!
EMP?
Yes, but not strong enough to take out the drone. Here they come!
I'll handle this.
Raiden! Have a nice flight.
And people say Germans aren't funny. There it is. All right, bring the chopper around. Okay, I'm coming back.
This is easier said than done, you know. Raiden! Sorry, my friend. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten.
That was quite the fall, Raiden. I'm glad to see that you are all right. It's time you got out of Denver.
Raiden, are you all right?
I can handle this. You just get those brains out of here.
And what will you do?
Get out of here and to the launch site.
Ah, the young ladies' company, yeah? How fortunate they are in Colorado, too.
Yeah. Shouldn't take more than 2 hours with a set of wheels. Guess I'll just have to borrow some. A lot of cars got abandoned when the evac order came down.
But won't the roads be blocked? If you are struck by one of those missiles, or...
I know. Let me just worry about putting some distance between me and World Marshal. What's left of it.
Raiden, hurry! It may be an RLB, but it still needs time to accelerate and decelerate from first cosmic velocity. It could require more than 30 minutes to get to Pakistan. Located a route with relatively light security. I will mark the heading on your Soliton radar.
Please don't kill me. Why did you disobey the evacuation?
I was...
Yeah? You were what? Forgot your cover story?
No, I just...
Whatever.
Raiden, I will join you in Pakistan. I will find a way to exit the helicopter. Proceed out of the city. I will contact you when I am on the ground.
Nice work!
Enemy behind you!
have escaped the pursuit?
Seems like it.
You have passed the last of the barricades. Save your strength. Find a vehicle.
Right. That should do nicely. Everything okay on your side?
I am out of Colorado airspace and nothing on the radar.
Good. I'm almost there. Like, having a little heart-to-heart?
I have analyzed his words and actions. I am unable to ascertain his motivation.
Fancy meeting you here.
You knew I'd come. I suppose I should thank you for not killing everyone at the launch site.
Well, not if you say it like that.
For a hired killer, you're not very good at your job.
The war is the big payoff.
Right. Big raises all around once World Marshal gets all those contracts.
I'm not talking about money, Jack. I'm talking ideals.
Excuse me?
Forget it. We've both heard enough speeches about higher causes by now. History will decide who's right. End of story.
I don't care who thinks I'm right. And I've got cause enough for killing you.
Huh? Oh, good. Why, that's very good. Yes, I like that.
Must you really fight?
Don't interfere.
This is between us.
And it ends here.
Okay. Let's dance! Just you and me, Captain. There you Show me a good time, Jack! That all you got? That's it! Not good enough! You're a waste of money! Pathetic! It's over! You won't like this! Now this is a fight!
Just getting started!
Playtime's over!
He is dead.
He barely had any cyborg enhancements.
Was this outcome necessary? Evidence inconclusive.
I guess even AIs don't know everything.
It is likely no single correct answer exists. Additionally, human conflict stems from opposing ideals and societal norms. I was not programmed with these guidelines.
You're better off figuring those out for yourself. ID locked.
A pt.3 high-frequency blade. The efficacy of the enhancement directly correlates to the quality of the original weapon. My file indicates Sam inherited the sword from his father.
Going to bury it?
I will retain it in memory of Sam.
Raiden, we have less than 1 hour. Hurry!
Roger that.
Hikari-chan, so kawaii.
Are you, Mr. Raiden, sir?
Where is she?
I'll tell her you've arrived.
Over here! Hi there, stranger.
Hey, you're looking good.
Aw, who's your little friend?
Oh, it's a long story.
Shake? Good boy! I guess we don't really have time to catch up.
Sorry, not really.
It's okay. Follow me.
So exactly what kind of...
You'll see.
You built that?
Yep. Hybrid lace ramjet engine I designed. Well, are you in a hurry or not?
Right. Hey, thanks, Sonny.
The flight plan is already set. You're good to go. Please switch off all cell phones and portable gaming devices. And remember, this is a no-smoking flight.
Roger.
Ready for countdown.
No time for that. Ignition!
Well, anything?
Nothing. You sure we got the right place?
Gotta be. It's the only base big enough with security contracted out to World Marshal.
All right. I'm headed in.